All right, Ryan, it's getting warm out there. Soon will be poolside if folks aren't already doing that. I know a lot of folks went to the beach for spring break. There right now. So we're here with Chris Akard this morning, our fitness guru, with Tabitha, who knows a thing or two about having to wear a swimsuit. That's your life.
Yes, I used to do some background acting in LA and feature films and TV shows.
And often having to be in a swimsuit.
Charlie's Angels too, right? She was on the TV show Friends, CSI. So yeah, she's been around in the swimsuit.
So obviously you know what it takes to do a workout and to make sure you're TV ready or movie ready. And Chris, you're going to share some tips with us.
And she's one of my trainers at the Akard Fitness Group, so she can help you. T, what do you have? What's one of these exercises you have for us?
Well, this first exercise I'm going to show you is a plie squat. And you want to make sure your toes are pointed out 45-degree angle. And you're going to just go down, touch the floor. Make sure your knees don't extend past your toes.
Right. The other thing you could do too, folks, the way she's doing this, it's really getting the hamstrings and glutes. But if you want to get into the inner thigh more, what you want to do is relevate. Go ahead, T. Now she's up on the toes, and she's trying, right? You're trying to stay up on the toes, right?
So she's going all the way up, all the way down.
Right, but the key right now that I pointed out is staying up on the toes like she's doing. We'll call that a relevate if you're in ballet. Keep going. That's gonna work.
She's like, thanks, Chris.
That's gonna work the inner thigh more. That's the key there is to get the inner thigh.
Now for us who are starting a workout routine, you're not gonna go and do 50 reps. What do you suggest on how many reps, how many sets?
Well,
about 10.
Yeah, and really when you're getting into the lower body, you're in slow oxidative muscle.
Okay.
So you could do more reps. You could do 18 or 20.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're just getting started, 10 reps is a good number.
Okay.
Also with bikinis and swimsuit season, we're looking at abdominal exercises. So let's go into the low plank here.
Okay.
So here's a great exercise for the abdominals. So here you can see Tabitha's in a low plank. So see how she's on the forearms here, Tess? And so she's keeping her core engaged, the glutes are engaged, and there you can see she's alternating legs. You can do sequences, 4x4, 2x2, and alternating, and so that's a great exercise for the core.
And coming up, you're doing basically a plank. Is that what's suggested is on your elbow, even for beginners, or is there an easier version of that for folks who may just be starting?
Definitely, you could definitely go on all fours and start here. This way would be an easier exercise.
Give you more stability.
Correct. And then Tabitha had another exercise for the glutes.
All right, yes, because we've covered our tummy, we've covered the legs, and now the behind.
There you go.
So this one is a bridge or a glute lift. And you want to press up, make sure you don't overextend, keep your core tight, and you're just going to lift. It's pretty easy, but it really works.
And you're going all the way down and touching the ground, correct?
Yes.
When you come back down.
And if you want to make it harder, you can lift one leg.
You make it look so easy. It's so not fair.
It's also good for the low back. It stretches out the hip flexor. So go ahead and go up again. So you're stretching the front of the hip. So folks with low back issues, if you have knee issues, this is really not very invasive on the knee. So people who have issues with knees and you want to work the lower body, this is a great exercise for you. Also very healthy for the low back.
And you can do a little more of those, I imagine, than 10 reps, correct?
You could do 100 if you like, Tess.
I'll stay with 20.
20 is a good number.
When we talk about overall fitness for the summertime and we're trying to get into shape, this alone isn't enough, right? I mean, we need some cardio to incorporate. That's for toning.
Well, obviously you want to tie in the nutrition element and then cardiovascular. I like sustained heart rates for at least 20 minutes or longer combined with interval training, so you can really do both to get the best results. Interval training going into a high intensity interval training up and down, up and down. Some people like one or the other. I like both.
Okay. Tabitha, thank you so much. We appreciate your advice.
Thank you.
We're envious of your swimsuit ready body. But that's why I always joke around. Ryan was teasing, saying, coming up next, Tess is going to show us how she can get back into the big bikini. I'm like, this mom is in a one piece.
Now you know, Tess. Come on, now you know.
Thank you guys, we appreciate it. Chris and Tabitha are both with the Fitness Akard Group, the Akard Fitness Group, and they are in Old Town Scottsdale. We'll put all the information on azfamily.com. All right, let's check in with Kim, who, folks don't